Hey everybody, God bless you. You know, a lot of times when a person stops going to church and they say, oh, I stopped for whatever reason, you know, a lot of times we're like, well, why? How did you believe that? And, you know, we look at, like, let's say, for example, the book of Galatians chapter 3, verse 1. You know, Paul addresses the church and he says to them, who has bewitched you? Who has tricked you, right? Who has cast a spell upon you? Who has fooled you? You know, and we address that to a person who was going to church and then they stopped coming. You know, we might use that, oh, he was fooled, he was tricked, you know, he's no longer in fellowship. You know, he fell out of fellowship. But I address that to those who think, not that if you stop going to church, but for those who stop believing. And when I say stop believing, I don't mean you become an atheist or an agnostic. No. I mean for those who stop believing that what Christ did was enough. You see, Paul keeps addressing the church and he says, hey, when Abraham, when he believed and it was accounted as righteousness. It wasn't the law, it wasn't works. So when you first became a believer, what works did you do when you finally were filled with the Spirit? When you will finally get to know who Christ was, what works did you do? None. That's what you're going to say, right? None. Because you were told, come to Christ as you are. But then I say, you believe that, you accepted that, but who has tricked you to believe that you must now do stuff? That you must now add to that. All you did was believe. Why? Because you knew Christ has done it for you. But suddenly someone casts a spell. Because you become part of the institutional system. And you have no way out. You fall into it. And when you fall into that trap, that web, you start thinking, now I have to do all these things. I have to now start praying more, fasting more, reading my Bible more, taking a ministry, doing this and doing that and doing that. And all that is you trying to get off that web. That web is too sticky because no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to escape. You're not going to be able to get that Spirit filled within you because you've been fooled to believing that you must do these things. I'm not saying doing these things is wrong. No. But when you're doing these things assuming you're going to get something, you're wrong. You've been fooled. Or you think, well, if I do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to get a blessing. Ooh, there ain't no second blessing coming, my friend. How much more do you want? Christ crucified, that's enough. How much more do you need? Christ crucified, that's enough. That is enough. Do you understand that? But we want to add someone, then we start getting titles. Oh, I'm a bishop. I'm a deacon. I'm a pastor. These titles are worthless, my friend. Christ crucified. Can you believe that? Can you stay home, sleep in, and say, I don't got to do nothing? Could you do that? Christ crucified. If you believe that, He died and raised for you, that's it. The other things, yeah, you should do. You should want to. But not, you should have to. There's a big difference. There's been a spell cast all over our church system. People talking about the second blessing. I want to be filled with the Holy Ghost. I want to be speaking in tongues, and people doing all types of things to try to receive these things. My friend, Christ crucified. This is all you have to trust in. That's it, my friend. God bless you. Don't ever forget that what Christ did is enough.